Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. Learning is not child's play. We cannot learn without pain. Equality consists in the same treatment of similar persons. We make war that we may live in peace. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. The more you know, the more you know you don't know. The antidote for 50 enemies is one friend. Happiness is an expression of the soul in considered actions. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed, by the masses. Man is by nature a social animal. An individual who is unsocial naturally and not accidentally is either beneath our notice or more than human. Society is something that precedes the individual. Anyone who either cannot lead the common life or is so self-sufficient as not to need to, and therefore does not partake of society, is either a beast or a god. Fear is pain arising from the anticipation of evil. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. I do without being ordered what some are constrained to do by their fear of the law. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. Where your talents and the needs of the world cross, there lies your vocation. A friend to all is a friend to none. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Courage is the first of human qualities, because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. A likely impossibility is always preferable to an unconvincing possibility. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. Pleasure in the jobs puts perfection in the work. Criticism is something we can avoid easily by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind, next to honor. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander. It is not enough to win a war. It is more important to organize the peace. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. The secret to humor is surprise. Even when laws have been written down, they ought not always to remain unaltered. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsions, habit, reason, passion, desire. It is not always the same thing to be a good man and a good citizen. Every rascal is not a thief, but every thief is a rascal. The soul never thinks without a picture. Hope is the dream of a waking man. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. It is possible to fail in many ways, while to succeed is possible only in one way. Education is the best provision for old age. Great men are always of nature originally melancholy.